Greetings and welcome to ME 115, Week 9 video lecture. Um, this week we're talking about creating reports in Metasoft. Metasoft offers several options for creating reports, all of which can be accessed via the reports menu. If you look at figure 9-1, you can see this. The options include standard reports, Metasoft reports, design custom reports, and builds. Standard reports include many of the basic reports used by medical office, such as day sheets, practice analysis reports, patient ledgers. Metasoft reports, an option on the reports menu includes over 100 reports not included in the standard reports. Finally, custom reports are created and modified using the Metasoft report designer program. In the chapter that you're reading, chapter 9, you'll learn about some of the reports used throughout the billing process and gain experience creating all three types. So in Metasoft, the process of creating a report begins with selecting a report from the reports menu. When a report is selected, a dialog box appears with options to preview the report on the screen, send it to the printer, or export it to a file. If the preview option is selected, the report will be displayed in a print preview window. This window, common to all reports, provides options for viewing or printing a report. The buttons on the print preview toolbar control how a report is displayed on the screen and how to move from page to page within the report. The print button is used to report or to save the report as a file, such as a PDF. The search data button performs a case-sensitive text search in the report displayed on the preview screen. And the next three buttons are used to change the display of the report, which makes locating specific information on it a little easier. We always like things a little easier, don't we? I know I do. It's kind of hard to sometimes when you're working with something that's a little different, like Metasoft, and with all these options, sometimes it gets a little confusing. So we like easier. Now, from left to right, the choices are whole page, page width, and percentage. The percentage can be entered into in place of 100% for zooming in or out of the report. There are 4 triangle buttons, 2 on the left and 2 on the right. These are how to navigate. And they're used to move through pages of a multi-page report. The first page button, which is farthest from the left, moves to the beginning of a report. The prior page button moves to the page that precedes the one currently displayed. The button between the 2 sets of triangle buttons indicates the number of the current page. To the right of the bar are the other 2 triangle buttons. The next page button moves, obviously, to the page following the one that you're on. The last page button moves to the end of the report. If a button's dimmed, it means that there are no more pages in that direction indicated by the triangle. If a button is bright blue, there's an additional page or pages in that report. Okay, close. This command is used to close the print preview window. Now we can select data. Once a selection is made in the print report where dialog box and the start button is clicked, the search dialog box is displayed. And this dialog box is used to select the range of data that will be included in the report. While the exact contents of the search box vary from report to report, the way selections are made does not change. Once you learn how to use the search dialog box, you can create any report. Now, the search dialog box contains a number of fields called selection boxes. Some reports have one selection box in a search box, while others, such as patient day sheet search box, have many. The selection boxes determine what data are included in the report. Having the drop-down boxes or arrows makes it a little easier for us, so that we can easily pick out what report that we want to view or print. Some selection boxes use a drop-down list for entering the data. Others use a button with 3 dots. This button is known as the lookup button, since clicking it causes the lookup dialog box to be displayed. You already know how to use a Dropbox list. The lookup button is similar to the Dropbox list, drop-down list, excuse me. However, instead of displaying a limited list, when the look button's clicked, a lookup dialog box opens, displaying a full list of choices from the database for that field. When you click on an item in the dialog box, for instance, say a chart number, that item is automatically inserted into the selection box. Beneath each selection box or set of boxes in the search box, there's an option labeled Show All Values of the whatever field you're looking at. If you're printing a report and want all the values for the field included, you'll need to make sure this box is checked. If instead you only want some, you pick out what you want. For example, say you only want the last names, patients with the last names beginning with G. Then you'd make the entries in the select boxes. Clicking one of the select boxes automatically removes the check mark if you want to change your mind. It's really interesting, all the things you can do with Metasoft. Now, once you've clicked on everything that you want included in the report, then of course we can print it or whatever you want to do with it. So be sure to, this week, be sure to read your chapter. It'll help you. I'll post a thing or two up for you too, as well as this video. Be sure to do your discussion question, and they've changed the game on us a little bit. They want more than just one-liners, so make sure that you don't do any one-liners. They want significant posts and significant replies. You can't just say I agree or I like the way you said that. Those don't count. You have to say I really enjoy, something like I really enjoyed your post. Where did you find such and such? Or I found this, and it sounds like it might go along with what you say. A nice little paragraph. This is college. This is not grade school. We need to present our work as a college student. Uh, Having said that, have a great holiday. I look forward to reading uh, your discussion questions and enjoy your day off. Have a good day. Thank you.